start out today with a kickstand progression. That's an all fours practice for getting some glute activation and some lower back, the deep muscles in the lower back that connect right to our spine and help stabilize our lumbar segments. All right, so you're gonna start on all fours, hands right underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. I like to measure it out. So you bring your middle fingers together, and then keep your heels of your hands where they are as you spread your fingertips wide. Your knees come directly underneath the hip sockets. And I like to have the toes curled under just to give you some footing and some grounding. And just really grounding into your mat to start. Find that neutral spine so the head is lifted up in line with the rest of your spine and your shoulders not down. Your elbows are rotated inward, not out. Maybe take that a few times, just rotating in, rotating out, to really plug your upper arm bones into the sockets, and then push the mat away from you as you feel the back of your head coming closer to the ceiling. You're going to bring your leg back, sliding it straight back, just one leg, and keeping the toes, the ball of your foot curled under. Maintain that connection to the mat. So you still have a 4-point connection to the mat. Start to find that glute activation on the straight leg. And using that connection through the foot to find my glute here, turning it on. And just holding it, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Finding that 360 breath, that umbrella breath. So we're not just breathing into our front, but we're breathing into our back body here. And then bringing it back in. We'll do the other side, reaching the right leg back, finding the kickstand on the right leg, feeling the glute firing, breathing into that back body, just holding. I know it doesn't look like much, but you're actually working pretty hard here, rotating your elbows inward, pushing yourself away. This is your very basic prep for plank. And then bring it back in. So you would do that a few times, more rounds, just to get it in your body, and then feel your back leg come back to that kickstand position. You should immediately turn on the lower aspect of the glute. I'm not looking for this up here or this clenching up here, but really finding that rack and that firing of that lower glute where it meets the hamstring muscle. So you're going to point your toes to lift the leg slightly. You're not going into lumbar yet. You're just feeling that lower glute. Your lumbar muscles will fire just to stabilize you. And then you can find a tap and a lift and a tap and a lift, keeping the leg really, really straight. Keep rotating your elbows inward. See, I'd lost that through the shoulder connection. We want to keep that connection through the shoulder girdle by keeping strong, straight arms. Elbows rotating inward. If your rotator cuff is on and helping stabilize you, you will have really strong, healthy shoulders to be able to do a lot of great plank work and push-up work. And then we'll just bring that knee back down and send the other leg back. Find your kickstand first. That helps you with any kind of all fours leg lifts, staying in parallel. We pick the leg up to point the toes, and we do taps. Up, down, up. Maintaining that connection with the lower belly, the lower back. We're trying to work them equally in a really balanced way. So we're not arching in the back, we're not tucking in the pelvis. We're just keeping the pelvis super neutral. I've got a lot of weight in my right hand, the hand that correlates to the leg that's working. I really want to turn my leg out, but I'm trying not to. I'm trying to maintain the parallel positioning of that leg, and then just bring it down. Good. And then we can add on variations here with the opposite arm. So finding kickstand, reaching the opposite arm out, pushing away from the floor, lifting that back leg, and just hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just really lengthening through the spine and the arm and leg. Again, on the other side, reaching the right leg back, feeling the kickstand position as you reach the left arm forward, opposite arm and leg, reaching, sometimes called a bird dog, sometimes called opposite arm and leg bear. Doesn't really matter what you call it, but that working the front body, the back body. You're lengthening through your spine, feeling energy move up and down the spinal column as you reach through the fingertips and the back of your heel, and then bring it in. And then left leg back again, kickstand. Just going through those motions helps you set up this beautiful foundation with a beautiful neutral spine. Continue to push away from the mat with the left arm, and you're going to bring the right elbow, left knee together, and reach it up. And together, reach it out. Immediately find that kickstand position to level off your pelvis. Feel the glute, opposite arm reaches. Get up. Take a nice deep 360 breath, feeling that umbrella open through the rib cage. And then just bring your elbow to knee for 10. Halfway there. 4. Keep pushing away from the mat with that right hand. Just stabilizing with those lumbar segments and bring it down. And just rest back, getting that deep crease in your hip for a nice stretch. Palms face the sky, head bows down.